Yeah, I don't know if
Instagram
you
is
guys can. I don't know
go
if you
ahead.
can hear me. Hey, what's up, y'all? This is KLA Cloud the Wanderer about to
Mhm.
give it to you. Um, how you guys doing out there?
I'm going
I'm
amazing. How
outside.
about you?
I'm all right. I'm outside.
The sun is
I'm
bright,
not.
amazing day.
Yeah, my internet. I don't know. It was acting up. I was trying to call you and stuff
Right?
to see, but it seemed like we're live.
Yeah, there's
But
something wrong with Instagram and Facebook right now. It's shutting down.
oh, I thought it was me.
No, no, it's not you. Me too. I was having problem.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
But it's nice to meet you. I gotta do the intro. How y'all doing? This is KLA Cloud of Wanderer. I have a special guest. Her name is Mylene Lopez. How you
Hmm.
been? How are
I'm
you?
and I'm Milan. How are you guys?
Yeah, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, nice to meet you as well. Thank you for having me.
So you're from Canada, Ottawa, Canada.
I'm from New Brunswick, but I currently live in Ottawa.
Oh, okay, okay.
So it's all in
You
Canada.
Oh, okay. I had like a few
Really?
Canadian guests. Yeah.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of Canadian that does bodybuilding. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
A
Yeah.
lot of good ones.
So yeah. So how long you been bodybuilding?
I started 8 years ago, actually. Right after high school, started the gym and started competing right the year I graduated from high school. Since right now.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
From high school.
From my first show was right after high school. Yes.
Oh, right after high school.
Yeah.
Okay.
It,
How was
it,
that
it was
at
not
the
a good one.
time?
I was
Oh,
obviously not conditioned enough, etc. But it was my first experience on stage. Super liked it, and then continue afterwards. I did 8 show from the first one, so it's gonna be my night show the next one.
oh wow. Wow.
Mhm.
How you got started? Why don't you tell the guests how you got started?
I've been into my sport, like into sports all my life. So from like soccer, ringette, hockey, and then I discovered the gym, and I was like, oh, this is making me feel good. I feel confident. I feel strong. So I just continue doing that, and also turning my own career. Like I'm a coach myself now, so like I do that as a living. I help people, and as myself, it makes me feel amazing. So coming from sports, taking that like discipline, motivation into bodybuilding,
Oh, cool. Cool.
really, really
So
fun, really fun.
yeah, so you do like so you're in the bikini division.
Yes, I coach all categories, but me myself, I really love the bikini look. I love how like we're still muscular, but we stay like petite, but very strong as well. So I really love. I one time I wanted to switch to figure, but I didn't just not want to have like that too much big muscular. I did not want to be too much large as well, so I stayed into the bikini one.
Oh, okay. Well,
But
you got some good.
I admire though the girls that are in figure bodybuilding. Wellness is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got some guests. Anthony Watkins. She looks amazing. She
Thank
look
you.
great. Hi.
Hello.
Well, she make me a. I don't know. He's crazy. But yeah, I could show some pictures.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
That
like
was my
yeah.
last show, yeah.
Now, how was that? Like, how was that show for you?
So this one was original. I did win the overall, as you can see, into the bikini. And then
Yeah.
1 week after that, I did the Toronto Pro qualifier and I finishing up third place. But doing 2 shows back to back was extremely hard because, as you
Mm.
can see, I was extremely lean and this was for a long period of time. So my body needed a little rest after that. But it went
Yeah.
absolutely amazing, this show for sure.
Okay.
I could not get any better placing than the overall. So
And you also like a fitness coach.
exactly. So I coach women. I do mostly lifestyle because obviously there's more people into lifestyle, but I have a good percentage of my girls that does competition. So they do bikini. I have some wellness figure and also some women's physique that I coach to get on stage. And I love to coach them. It's so fun.
Okay. What's that like? Do you teach? Do you like train like people that don't have anything to do with bodybuilding?
Absolutely. So I will say maybe like 80% of my client is actually lifestyle. So just people that want to be healthier, have better habits, just eat better, all that stuff. And like 20% is the bodybuilding girls.
Okay.
And I also do yoga, as you can
Yeah,
see.
I see. Yeah, I
I'm
see.
passionate about yoga as well.
How long you been doing that?
Yoga,
Yeah,
I started a long time ago, but really more consistent, I will say the last year, because yoga is really good for your mind, body, and soul, and you get more flexible. That is also better on stage. Let's say bikini, we need to be extremely flexible from our hips, upper body. So I feel like yoga helps with that tremendously.
yeah. A lot of people they don't consider like bikini like they look at bikini as a beauty pageant. It- Yeah, like this past weekend, there were female bodybuilder fans and
Mhm.
even bodybuilders. They had an issue with the Arnold Classic kind of
Right.
being being taken out. I mean, having women's bodybuilding and figure and women's physique cut off and stuff like that. And the two divisions they have is like three divisions. They
Mhm.
have bikini, wellness, and
Yes.
fitness pro and stuff. And
I,
they just kind of
I
discredit
can
that.
totally understand, and this should absolutely bring the women's physique and the women's bodybuilding and women's figure because they are the most muscular also in the bodybuilding world. That's for sure. I don't feel like it's fair for those women that they cannot compete at the Arnold, especially the Arnold is one of the second biggest show in the world. So
Yeah,
it's really sad for them because it's true. Let's say if we look at bikini, we were so much more smaller and we don't really represent bodybuilding compared to figure women's physique and women's bodybuilding. So they are absolutely right to not be to dislike that shows for sure. And I'm not sure why they don't bring those category. To be honest, I'm
right.
not sure.
I don't. I mean, like some people look at it as Arnold. He's being a hater and stuff towards women's bodybuilding, and probably it's money. It's a money issue, financial issue. I don't know.
It's
Like I'm
true,
just yeah
but the price money is pretty high though for the men's bodybuilding. So maybe
yeah
they could put
yeah
they could put a bit money for the figure women's physique and bodybuilding. But yeah, it's true
yeah
they should add their place there as any other categories, that's for sure.
yeah
Mm.
yeah. You got so is she your client?
Yes, that's my client Marie-Ève. She's in women's physique.
Okay. Now, how long she been bodybuilding?
So she did actually. That was her first show. Can you believe that? That was her first show
Oh yeah.
last June, and she's gonna be competing this summer in July. I believe the third week of July for a second show, and hopefully win and qualify to do the pro qualifier 2 weeks after that.
Oh, cool.
I'm very excited for her. She did grow extremely from that. This, like I said, was her first show. So we didn't know how she will have lean and look leaner, but she looked absolutely phenomenal. And since then, it's going to be 1 year. We really focused on bringing more muscle density. So she's going to be bringing an extremely amazing package, I can tell you, in a couple of months.
And what's her name again?
Marie-Ève.
Maria.
I,
Okay. Where she from?
yeah, I can actually send you her Instagram on
Okay.
Instagram. Yeah,
I don't
she's
want to
super.
be focused on her, but I see you got a lot of clients. What made you get clients? Like, what made you this? What made you want to be like a fitness trainer?
So I was before a social worker, and it was really draining to be working in that particular field. And I'm really passionate about fitness and training, so I was like, why can I not help those people or people with what I am actually passionate about? So I started slowly with my husband building your businesses. I get my certification in training, health coach, nutrition, all of that stuff, and eventually I started to grow my business. And it just went. I believe when you're like meant to do something, just
Right.
life gives you the best road. So eventually, one client at a time, it's my business has built. But I really wanted to help women take care of their health because I understand how important it is to nourish yourself, to move your body, And this impacts all aspect of our life. When like we eat good, we move our body, we feel amazing, we're confident, our health issues goes down, we sleep better, confidence go high. Like there's so many benefits to that. So I wanted to share my knowledge with young women so they can feel amazing as well, like as I do.
Yeah. Well, let me.
Mm.
Well, Davaris Adams looking. Well, I think I had
Thank you,
another.
guys.
Okay, he said,
Pardon? I think the sound has cut out. Can you hear me? I don't hear you right now. Mm.
I'm sorry. Somebody was calling me.
No worry.
Yeah,
Now I hear you.
he says you're welcome. Yeah, I mean, so you have like a YouTube channel. I was looking at some of your videos. I seen the one where you was talking in French, and I seen the other one where you had implants, but you took it out. Why
Hmm.
don't you kind of explain for those who don't know what happened and stuff?
Absolutely. So obviously the French video, because I'm French, this is my first language. I just learned English a couple of years ago, so still now I have a hard time sometimes expressing myself correctly. But on the explained video, this is something that I did only 2 weeks ago. So right now I am just 2 weeks post surgery, and obviously, as you know, in the bodybuilding community, implant is something that is extremely popular. There's not a lot of girls in the higher, let's say, as a pro that doesn't have implants. So I was kind of like influenced to get those implants, thinking that I was get be better on stage or get a better placement. But personally, it's not something that fits with me. I didn't like them. I just felt unaligned with my values and what's really important to me. So about like 2 months ago, I decided to like remove them, and I feel absolutely amazing. It's incredible, and no aid for the woman that does that. Everybody has their own reason or whatsoever to do them, but for my own experience, it did not feel aligned with myself.
Yeah, that's cool. Like, cause there's bodybuilders that I know that they didn't really have implants and stuff. So
It's so
I think
popular.
like over the years, it had like this requirement and stuff.
And
And then the
sad.
thing is,
Go ahead.
no, go ahead. No, I
So
mean the thing is that that like they usually would have problems and stuff, or they have to like go back and I remember somebody was telling me they had to I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but they
right.
had to like to kind of get it um reimplant again or something like that. I don't know if I'm
Right.
making sense right.
Absolutely, and I understand it's a subject kind of weird when we don't understand like the all the little details, but it's true. And even some women, sadly, they have really bad health issues that goes with it. So some people have breast implants illness, they call it. So like the
Yeah,
body attacked the implant. So I'm happy it did not happen to me, but there's a lot of people in the bodybuilding community that it has happened and they needed to remove them because of that reason as well. But like I said, it's really popular in the sport. If you look at all the bikini pros, the wellness pros, they all have those those implants on stage. So
yeah,
sadly, the girls thinks they need that in order to like be against the pros on stage as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like how would you teach like the average person about your division or bodybuilding in general?
So, well, if we talk about bikini, what I love about bikini, it's all about structure, how the X frame is looking, how the hourglass, you know, that compared to women's physique, that is all about the muscle density and the shape. Bikini, it's also about the shape, but you need to have like that very petite waist. So this is why yoga is important because we need to have like our waist on the side, but turns your upper body from the judge. So that way we need a lot of flexibility. So this is why waist needs to be little. Now these days the glutes are super important into bikini. Add that glute density, the upper glutes, lower glutes, the tight ends, not there like there, but not too much there. In bikini, you cannot be too lean. And also you probably know about that, but bikini is the hardest category to judge on stage because there's so
Mhm.
many tiny little things. We cannot be too lean, but not too soft, not too muscular. But so there's so many stuff we need to check on. But most likely we need to be lean, not too lean, add that fullness of muscle, add those kind of like little shoulder cap, big, not big glutes, but good glutes density, and just add like a good shape, also a good flow on stage with the posing, stage present, all of that stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I remember I had a guest. She was in the bikini division,
Mhm.
and she was breaking down certain things that because she was doing. She does yoga too to like strengthen
Amazing.
her back and stuff. Yeah, and she was telling me the poses that you guys do. It's not very easy, and
Crazy. And
yeah,
also, like, people don't realize that we need to also walk with heels that are normally five inch tall, and this is really like unstable for the pelvic floor, for your hips, and the fact that we need to push your hips like to the sky while walking with that at the same time, bringing your shoulder down, chest up, vacuuming, adding flow, adding a smile. There's so many stuff that we need to do while posing on stage that make it even more difficult. In my part, the posing is the hardest part over the dieting and the training and everything else.
okay. So yeah, your husband also a bodybuilder too, right?
Yes.
Or
He
how
won.
long he been doing
He been doing this for 12 year, I believe, and he's in men's physique. He just turned pro last June.
it? Yeah, I have a picture of him. You
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yeah.
So that was last June, a week after the show we did together. We both win the overall. I was in bikini, was in men's physique. Then we did a pro qualifier, and he got his pro card at this moment, and he will do his first pro show in November in Spain.
Okay. What's his name again? I'm sorry.
Axel Lopez.
I said Lopez. How you guys met?
We were both sponsored. Well, I was sponsored by the supplement company. It's called Shop Santé, and he was working there. So when they opened a new store, we met there at the opening because all the athletes, the sponsor athletes, and the employee needed to be there. And since then, we've been together every day, and it's been 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah. I noticed you guys train together and pose, practice the poses. That's
And we
pretty cool.
also we also own our business together. So we have Team Sunrise together. I coach the female, he coach the man's. So that's how we split everything in terms of client, and it's just a blessing. It's amazing,
Okay.
and
Um.
there's Marie-Ève as well.
Okay.
Yeah, she nailed everything. She went to the show. She got first place in all category, and I also made her do wellness as well because she's wanted to do wellness at first. But the more she was getting leaner, I was like, "You're going to be fitting in women's physique amazingly." So she said, "Okay, but I want to do both category," and she nailed all categories. She won the overall in both classes.
Okay. That's good.
That's
That's good. That's good. Who's this
Marla.
young lady?
Marla.
Mila. Okay.
Yeah.
How long she been doing bikini?
This was her first show, and she
Okay.
did, was it the 20, I think it was a 20-week prep or a 22-week prep, and she started from there with me. So the minute she started with me, we started prep right away.
Okay. That's excellent.
So
Like,
all
how were you? How, no,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, I was
No.
just saying a lot of
Like,
a lot of my clients are first time competitors, and I have a lot of like
yeah.
that has been competing before, but I will say a huge percentage are first time competitors. So it's really fun to like teach them everything about bodybuilding, get on stage, and then after that, I continue with them with a couple of shows and continue their season.
How long did it take you to like gain the knowledge of dieting, prepping, and um
Question.
just training in general?
I will say a lot of people only focus on the books to gain knowledge, but in my own experience, it was with experience itself. So working with a lot of coaches, a lot of different approach, and just me myself trying different stuff. I will say at about 4 years into my fitness journey, let's say, I was really learning a lot. And I was like, okay, I'm confident enough to coach. And then afterwards, this is where I continue all of my. I also did a lot of books and certification, but I will say it took me like even right now I'm still learning about there's so
Yeah,
many new studies that goes out and many different approach. I'm still learning, but it's yeah, it took me about 4 years to really be confident, and it's a mix of experience and also having those certification that goes with it.
yeah. I recently got a trainer. I I've been like working out. I've been training with him like maybe this is the second week. Like the first
Amazing.
week, yeah, the first week he had me do like a lunge, squat lunge, and I
Mm-hmm.
had to do like 10 reps of it. Then I did like sit-ups and stuff, and yesterday we did inclines,
Yes.
and we did like 10 reps of that. Like it kind of built up. We first did five, and then we moved up to seven. Then we did 10, and
That's amazing.
then yeah,
So
yeah.
are you seeing this trainer like once a week, couple times a week? How does that work?
I see him 4 days. So four
Ama-
days.
Good for
Yeah,
you.
yeah, 4 days. I've been doing that.
It's really fun.
Traveling.
It's really fun to have a trainer. Let's say when we start or whatsoever, because it's really made us like learn the good technique, learn the good form, so we can continue afterwards by yourself one day. And are you gonna step on stage one day?
Nah, I'm not there.
No.
But to me, I think, my story is, I've worked out before. I even did yoga and stuff like that, in the past. And, I currently, I do like this meditation
Good.
practice. It's called Faladafa. It's like, it opens up the energy channels and stuff
Mhm.
like that. It's Qigong and stuff. It comes from China.
Right.
And so, it has like these principles you have to follow and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you study the principles, and you do the exercises and stuff. You incorporate the principles in your everyday life: truthfulness, compassion, forbearance, and stuff.
Mm-hmm. It's
So
amazing. Everybody should do that. Any kind of meditation. That's for sure. Good for you.
yeah, I've been doing this since 2006 and
Nice.
stuff.
And you
Yeah,
like it?
yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I think it helps me a lot. It definitely helped me a lot. It helps me to kind of look within. Not kind of, but it helps me look within. It's not very easy. It's
Um,
very challenging, but
it's it's
yeah,
worth it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're a vegan.
Oh no, no, no! I'm not vegan.
You're not a vegan? I think. Oh, you just do vegan diets?
So
Oh, okay. Oh,
I coach female that does vegan, so this is why sometimes I will post some reel about vegan option for my clients. But me myself, no, I never been a vegan.
okay. But
No, no.
but but do you do eat like some vegan food at times, or you just?
So I eat meat, fish, eggs, everything, but I try to get my meat like high quality, just to making sure it digests better and the product has the better quality possible. But yes, I eat basically all the meat, all the fish. Not picky at all. I really eat whole food though, so you won't see me at McDonald's stuff like that. So I eat very
Yeah.
healthy. Yeah.
Sometimes I eat McDonald's. Sometimes, not all the time.
Good.
Eh, yeah.
Yeah. I believe like we should
So
also, yeah, Angie.
now, why don't you tell me about Angie?
Angie, that was her first show as well. She did absolutely amazing. She finished at third place, and she's doing also the same show as Marie-Ève in July. And we'll see if she qualified. Also, that's the goal for the National Pro qualifier 2 weeks after that. So I'm super excited for her. She did a very good off season. She looks amazing. Her stage presence also was incredible for her first time on stage. She have very good potential in the sport, that's for sure.
Yeah, what's the plans for you like this year?
For me, I'm
And
not
in terms
sure yet because I just got the surgery, so I did not plan anything yet. Because I was supposed to compete in June, but I took a step back, obviously because of the surgery. Because now I cannot train. It's been 2 weeks, and I still gotta, I believe, 4 weeks to not be training at all because I need to really like not move a lot of my arms, stuff like that. So yeah, so obviously I cannot compete if I just did a 6 week off the gym.
oh,
Yeah, so there's no plan for me right now. I'm only focusing on my client because there's a lot of shows coming up. I believe
right.
every month or something like that. There's a show, so I really need to focus on them to making them ready on time.
Oh, okay. So this was recent. This the explant.
Oh yeah, yeah. I uploaded the video last night. It's a brand new video. So yeah, so this happened only 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Somebody's calling me and stuff. So
No,
you know,
no
right?
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me.
What was it like being in front of the stage? You know, what's
Big.
that's like performing and stuff?
So for me on stage, I shake a lot from the adrenaline and the stress and being very depleted. And maybe it's just I don't have a good flexibility with my hips, so I need to like bring those hips really backwards, and it makes me unstable on stage. So I really have a hard time posing. But yeah, so that will be the first thing. Second thing, as you can see on stage, I feel like I still have like that good stage presence. I just need to very work on the posing and stability and not shake on stage.
Yeah, yeah. I can imagine just being in front of people. It'd be a lot of people like in the audience.
I want to guess around 400, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
400. I mean, it's still like just being in front, and it's like only a couple of minutes. That's really tough.
And you did
Yeah,
all this hard work for months and years, even to like this tiny moments that can go so quickly. So yeah, it's stressful, and also that you're hungry. All of this stuff goes with it. You didn't sleep well the night before, so your immune system is more likely to shake on adrenaline when there's no sleep. So there's so much tiny little stuff that we don't see when we're not on stage, not
yeah,
experiencing stage.
yeah, yeah. I mean, like, how was it for you financially, doing bodybuilding, like with the pay purchasing like a bikini and traveling and all that stuff? Is that really tough for you at times?
So obviously, when I first started, I was at university, and right after high school. So I will say the first few show was like a little bit more tight. Let's say I was asking my
Yeah.
parents for help, all of that stuff. But now that I'm living good with my business and stuff, there's no problem, and we're not traveling very far for bodybuilding show. So let's say the first show that you saw last June was only 5 hour drive for myself, for my place, sorry. And then after that, the second show was 4 hours. So we only drove there back and forth. And yeah, so we don't really like go out of the country, but my husband will do his first show in Spain, so that will be a fun experience to travel out of the country. So I will say at the beginning of I started as a competitor was a bit more harder, but now I will say I'm grateful that I don't have problem with that,
Yeah, that's good. That's pretty good.
because I know it can be very
Yeah.
expensive. Yeah, that's me and my one of our clients, Steph.
Okay.
She's also one of
Yeah.
my friends. Yeah. Yeah, so you can say I still miss a lot of glutes.
What's like the best body part that you like to work out for
My back.
you? Your back? Okay.
Uh-huh. So in bikini, and this is something now I do not train my upper body, because you probably heard that in bikini we cannot be too much muscular.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
even if I'm not too much muscular from my upper body, let's say compared to women's physique, women figure, all that stuff, I cannot overtrain, because if I overtrain, my legs are very small. And it looks on stage like my legs are super tiny chicken legs compared to my upper body. So I really need to slow down on my upper body so it can make an illusion that my legs are bigger.
That's cool. Cool. Yeah. Some people later be like working with their legs and stuff, working
So
out on their legs.
like I don't have a big upper body, but on stage for X reason, it looks a bit harder and a bit bigger just because my legs are extremely small. So in order to make that illusion that my legs are a bit bigger, I need to slow down on going harder on my shoulder, especially in my back.
No. Like what's your height?
5'4".
Oh, 5'4". Okay. Yeah, it makes sense because you're short. Well,
So I'm
not. I mean, not. Well, I don't
in
want to
the
say short,
middle.
but average height for a
Absolutely.
woman.
I'm
Yeah.
not tall, but I'm not like the girl. I know some girls compete at like 4.9 or like 5.1. So for them, they're very short, I believe. But I will say I'm normally in the class like C. So that's the class in the middle.
Right. That's
Also
good.
the
That's
most
good.
popular. So we're always a bigger class in my bigger girls in my class.
Where do you see yourself like 5 years? Are you still competing or even 10 years?
I don't think I will be competing. I really believe like my journey started as a competitor to learn that
Mhm.
knowledge, and now that I'm becoming more and more a coach, I really more enjoy coaching people to get on stage, to be myself on stage. So I will most likely, I believe in 5 years, be more like a coach helping my girls get on stage, and also maybe do something with yoga with my girls, because I believe yoga brings that mindfulness, that flexibility, and you just feel amazing. With mindfulness, when you do meditation, you feel very good. So I want to bring that aspect to bodybuilding, because bodybuilding can be very egocentric kind of sport sometimes.
Right.
So when we're confident about ourselves, when we're mindful about ourselves, life is just better. So I want to bring that into the bodybuilding to my girls.
Yeah. Like what got you started doing yoga? Did I ask you that question?
You did not ask this specifically. No, I
Oh,
started a couple while ago, and it was to cure my anxiety. I was very anxious as a child, and starting into adult life, didn't really notice that I was anxious. So I kind of like started yoga, and it started bring my anxiety so much more better. And yeah, since I'm doing yoga, I'm doing so much better mentally, and it has make a incredible benefits into my personal life. So I really want to share that knowledge with people, because a lot of people deal with anxiety. I say this with my clients a lot. A lot of people sadly live life with so much anxiety and overthinking and not being present into their life. So I feel like for me, yoga has helped me. So if I can bring that and help people with that, it could be a blessing.
yeah, I mean, it's a society is very stressful, and some people they have like certain anxieties and stuff. Because
Absolutely.
for me, for instance, there were moments where it's hard for me to relax, and sometimes like doing like meditation. Well, meditation it can be a foundation, but there's other ways to.
Absolutely.
I had to kind of like explore how to relax myself. You
Mhm.
know.
And we're not taught that. We taught that we should always like
Right.
aim for higher, always do something productive,
Right.
do a million things at the same time. But like if we don't take the time like you do to meditate and bring your mind to like pause for a moment
Mhm.
into your day, you're always gonna feel overwhelmed, and like life will pass by and you will feel you were never present and enjoy this beautiful life as we have. So good for you for meditating. I know it's not easy, but it's so worth it.
Right. Do you have like a trainer with been doing yoga, or like a teacher, or?
I do an online, like right now I'm doing my course on that. So I have let's say an online yoga trainer to help me learn about the yoga. That's for sure.
Okay, all right. Let me see the comments. Workout is good for you. Yeah, I know that that is.
Really
People
good.
trying to, yeah. I try to, work out as much as I can. I do like your pictures. I mean,
Thank
yeah,
you.
I see. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so lean there.
Well, I mean, I don't want to take too much of your time. I really appreciate you giving me the opportunity, despite all this madness and stuff.
Yeah, it was.
You
I was
know.
like, shit, is it gonna work? Because I was like, my Instagram doesn't work, so I'm glad that it worked at the perfect timing. And again, thank you so much for having me on this interview.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
No, thank you
Yeah,
so much. Go ahead.
it's live. I mean, people responding to the messages,
It's so
the
sweet.
chats and stuff.
It's cool that you do that. Continue to do that for sure.
Huh?
It's cool that you do that for the competitors and for you to learn probably at the same time. So it's really a good
Yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, I try, like, since I was younger, like a teenager, I was like really, I would work out, but really, I would kind of like, I like looking at the women muscles and stuff. Because,
Mm,
I don't think they didn't have bikini at the time. They
no,
had lightweight bodybuilding and middle class bodybuilding and heavyweight bodybuilding.
that's true.
So, yeah, and I didn't really like so focus on the competition. I just like the women, looking at the women and stuff, because
Mhm.
the women to me they were beautiful, and so like over the years, I kind of like developed like a YouTube channel and stuff for female bodybuilders and stuff like that, and then another YouTuber kind of inspired me to do it. His name is Always George Page, and he would like interview the women and stuff, and I don't know. I just wanted to do it, so I just did it.
Absolutely.
So
That's
yeah,
amazing. It means that you do something that you enjoy doing as well, and that's so important to do.
yeah. So you speak French? Like French is your first language or English?
French.
Oh, okay. How long did it take you to learn English? Like, was it hard or?
Oh yeah, I start when I actually moved to Ottawa.
Oh,
I did
okay.
not know, but I only knew like the basic English. So when I moved here, basically everybody just speak English. So I needed to like learn. So I just learned in the moment. Like every moment, everybody was like judging my French accent, and I just eventually learn and learn and learn. So it took me, I believe, 5 years to
Mhm.
learn. And even today, I'm not perfect, that's for sure. But I still need to
Yeah,
work. But I feel like I can have like a conversation and with no problem. That's for sure. But
yeah.
it's a work in progress.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a native speaker, English speaker, and like especially with vocabulary, that's the most challenging part because it got to be familiar. You have to be familiar with the words,
That's
and
true.
some words you're not familiar with. I got to look at the dictionary and all that stuff. I mean, so yeah, I can imagine. A lot of. I mean, French is not easy too with the pronunciation.
No.
Yeah, like it's like the romanization for that is OUI.
Hmm. And
So
there's
that
so
that,
many
that it
like in English, there's like one or two way to do like one kind of word. In French, there's like six ways you can like say something. And even the French, there's different kind of French. So for me,
yeah.
where I'm from, it's not the same French that is French from Quebec, that is French from Ontario, and the French from where
Okay.
my husband is from. So it's all different French, even if it's French. So it's so weird. It's so
Oh, that's I never heard that one before, but thank you
yeah.
for telling me that.
So if ever, let's say you go to Canada and you go
Right.
to different kind of in Canada, it's province instead of state, and you go to different provinces, it's all going to be different kind of French depending of what kind of people that was there before. So even like us from
Um,
a province, we will not sometimes not understand. Well, we can kind of understand, but we're not going to speak the same French. So it's super cool and diverse.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, how was you able to comprehend, like, in English, like, certain things is said? Like, did you just watch movies and stuff like that, or?
Movie and putting myself in situations. So sometimes I was, let's say, with five friends that they only speak English, but you need to like learn, and through learn and mistake, you kind of like eventually learn how to pronounce and learn how to like tell a phrase and all that stuff. So to be honest, just putting myself in situation, also just listening, like you said, to English movie, English music, English radio. So eventually you kind of catching up. But even today, sometimes I read, I'm like, oh, what's this specific word? I never read it before. So I need to go check what it is to
Yeah.
understand. So I have that memory afterwards.
I was learning some languages. That's why I'm kind of like inquiring.
Right?
'Cause, yeah, I learned French before, but I stopped. I picked up Spanish because
Mhm.
I was learning that, and then I stopped, and then I was learning Chinese also too,
Mm,
and the
nice.
writing and stuff like that. Yeah, Chinese is really tough because
Of
I
course.
mean, like there's bits and pieces that I get. Like if certain things is said, I probably have an idea what they're saying, but like in terms of me being fluent,
It's so true.
it's
Well, Chinese must be the
yeah,
one of the hardest, that's for sure, for someone that is not the Chinese origin.
yeah,
My God.
yeah. I enjoy talking with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. Nice to meet you.
No doubt.
Talk to
Good
you
luck to you. Good luck with teaching to
soon.
like train the fitness competitors as well.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And good luck with you as well for your business or everything that you're doing.
All right, thank you. All
Bye
right,
bye.
everybody.